Hello, I hope you're having a good day. So, in this video, I'll be reviewing the one of the most important and useful Shopify apps ever, and the name is Shopify Translate and Adopt. This is officially developed by Shopify, and this is one of the most widely used apps, and especially for the stores who offer multi languages within their layout. So it's very easy to install, but let me tell you, I have done a very lengthy client project based on this app because they were doing the manual translation, and we have to me and the other developers had to do uh, the things in very detail, the translation for each section, or you can say each product page, and the how the things are done. This is obviously on a bigger level. When you are running a very reputable store, you have to do the manual translation, but if you are just a small brand or a medium level brand, you can use the auto translate as well. But still, this app is one of the best free apps in Shopify, and it is very easier to use, and it is very important as a Shopify developer or a Shopify store owner. You have to understand this app. You have to learn how this app actually works. So I will try my best to explain each and everything in detail. Please, so let's start, and you have to click on install. And installation process is very simpler like the normal store, but for this tutorial I'm not skipping any step because this is not something we can just fast forward this app. So once you install this app, the layout will look something like this, and you will see the list of all your products, collection products, online store, and all the stuff here. And you will see the settings. You will see the default language is English, and then you will see the quick started guide. So the first step is we have to add any other language. For example, currently we are using English. If you want to translate our store to, for example, Spanish, we will use this feature. So I will show you how this app actually works and what settings you have to make sure. So if you see the layout, you can see the settings, and you can see the notification, shipping and delivery. Basically, you can translate everything. Okay, so this is up to your requirement. So for example, you have to click on manage. Please follow it step by step because this app is, although it's easy, but people get confused a lot. So once you will click on language, you will see add a language. Okay, so we will click on add a language, and we will select the language Spanish, and then I will click on next, and then mark it using this domain. Okay, so I will select this one and set the default language for this domain before assigning and publish. No markets are using this domain, so you can also assign a separate domain to this language. For example, if your store is dailypicking.com, you can add like SP or Spanish. I am not sure which is the exact extension, but your store will look like this. You can purchase a domain sp.dailypicking.com, okay, something like this, or you can say dailypicking.com.sp for Spanish. I'm sorry if I'm not telling the right uh, the format for Spanish language, but this is just a tutorial. I'm just trying to explain the things. So you have to click on done. So we are assigning Spanish to our domain. You can also add a custom domain. Again, I'm telling you. So currently only English is published, as you can see, and as you can see, Spanish is not published. You have to make sure that this is published as well. Okay, so you have to click on publish. So both of the domains are published. Our default language is English, but there for Spanish there is no translation. Okay, so the first step is you have to translate, but before that, it is very important that you go to markets and add a Spanish market as well. I'm not going straight forward to translation. The first process is you have to add a language, then you have to publish it, and then you have to go to markets. In the last step, you have to do the translation. Because please don't skip any step. And as you can see, we don't have any market for Spanish. So okay. So for example, customization. So currently, I have two markets. One is US and one is international. So I will make sure that Spanish language is enabled for both of the markets, for US and throughout the world. So I will click on US, and I will check if the Spanish language is added or not. Otherwise, it will not work. So as you can see, Spanish, the main language, we have dailypicking.com and English and Spanish. So Spanish is added in US. We have to check now rest of the world if the language is added or not. This is very important step. uh, I tell you seriously, people skip a very simple step and the things doesn't work. So I don't want you to do something like this. As you can see, the language is also there. The Spanish language is there. So I think we are done with it. So as you can see, now we will move towards the last step, and the last step is the most important, and basically the whole foundation is built on it. And obviously there is a last of last step as well, which is adding the translation to our theme. So we will click on translate. Now it will take us to the app. So currently we are into the app, and I will show you, as you can see, the language is changed, how you can manually do the translation and how you can auto translate. Let me tell you one thing. If you are a very conscious brand, please don't go for auto translate. It is very robotic translation. But if you are not a very big brand, you are like a small or medium level brand, you can go with auto translate. It will make sense. It will not be so much bad. But if you have the budget, if you have the people, please go with the manual translation. There's nothing better than it. So I have click on collection, and we will see if we can manually translate or not. So as you can see, the home page, the collection page, for example, home page, and you can select all the collection and manually translate. For example, I click on baby and toddler from here, and I can manually translate into Spanish. For example, I'm not sure exactly what it does it mean, but I will auto translate it and see if it is working fine or not. So it is just auto translating this one. I can also add the translation to this as well. So I can verify it Google or from Spanish person. You can add this translation manually. If you have some description, you can do it something like this, and it is saved. So for example, we go to health and beauty, and if I want to add some custom, if I know Spanish, so for example, if I know Spanish, I can add the translation. But if I don't know, I can auto translate individually as well, and I can auto translate everything within the store as well. Currently I'm only showing you the collection. So for example, this is the collection. You just click on auto translate, and if it had the description, it would also have been translated to Spanish as well. So how easy it is, you can see. Currently I'm not manually translating, so this is, I hope it is fine. Spanish people can guide me in the comments. So the same way you can go to product. It's very easy. So you can go to product. You can manually add the translation. Only if you can manually use the auto translate. For example, this is app, the title, the description, and all the things. The options will be auto translated, or you can manually translate. That's up to you. So I click on auto translate, and it can take up to 2 minutes, but it will do the translation. And the first thing, this app is free, okay? And as you can see, it has translated everything, and even the option values as well. So as you can see, the blue white color has a Spanish name as well. So I hope the things are clear. You can translate the plots, you can translate the policies, content, menu, templates, and everything could be translated. Even the shipping and delivery and the notifications template could be translated as well. But I'm a lazy person, as you know. I will auto translate the whole store, and for now, obviously, I will be pausing this video so that it is done. Okay, so the best part, I have waited several minutes and the entire translation is done. So this is how easier is this app. If you are lazy, you don't want to manually translate the app, but you can also be smart like me and if you just select auto translate, but currently it is translated automatically. Let me tell you, Shopify auto translation is good, but if you have the budget, please have someone to verify the whole store if it is translated correctly or not. So now the last of the last step, you have to verify if the translation is working fine or not. For that purpose, you just have to click on customize. This is the horizon theme. As you can see, you have to go to header and make sure that, okay, sorry, and you have to go to header and make sure the language selector is checked. Okay, the language, if the language selector is not checked, you will not see. This is by default. If you select the language translator and you don't have any translation app, it will not work. So currently it is working because language translation app is installed by me. Okay, so if you want it to in the footer, you have to do some custom coding, but currently it is not required. I'm just trying to show you how this app actually works. This is a separate part. And as you can see, you can also select the flag as well. So it's really cool. I will hide the flag. This is for the currency translation. So as you can see, USD, this is the currency, and English, this is the language. You just have to click on this, and the language is English. So that's do the magic. So yeah, as you can see, everything is done in Spanish. So it's working really fine. I haven't lifted a finger. It is done automatically. I go to product or page or collection page. Everything is automatically translated to Spanish language. So this is the best part. This is the easiest thing that you can do to your store. And obviously, if you are running a Shopify store in multiple regions, this is the only thing that you have to do. But once you enable this thing, make sure to search for the markets as well. You make sure that you add the required texts. This is the step one. You have to add the translation, but other things you have to discover yourself. uh, it, for example, if you are selling in Spanish market as well, make sure you align with you comply with the taxes and all the stuff. But currently, regarding the language translation, this is the whole tutorial, and I hope the things are clear to you. And you go to anywhere, it is auto translated. For example, if you don't like the translation, you can just go to this app, and then you can select the, for example, blogs pages, or you can select the specific product and just adjust the manual translation from there. So this is how these things work. And let us switch back to English. I'm sorry about my face, it was blocking throughout this tutorial, but now we are back to English. So I hope the things are clear. The tutorial is clear to you, and please let me know if you have an issue. Thank you very much.